Back on the boat, baby.
Okay. Hey guys, it is Saturday and Grant and I are just about to head out, brave the world today. And we have at least one, maybe two antique malls that we want to visit today. I think they're in Fort Worth. I don't know. The one that he, of course, came up with as the mayor of Fort Worth is located in Fort Worth. So I think that's our first stop. And yeah, I mean, if you watched the vlog last weekend, you know, I'm kind of determined to find a really cool antique mall in Dallas / I guess Fort Worth, the DFW area. That reminds me of the one that I used to go to in Houston that was in the Ghost Mall. Basically just huge. That's all I really want. We really want to find a dresser for our bedroom because we actually really truly need one. Last night we had a grand old time. We got to go and visit Grant's Aunt Marla. We love Aunt Marla. She is so much fun, so sweet. If I had to pick a favorite family member, I don't think you're supposed to pick favorite family members, but she's my favorite from Grant's family, I'd have to say. Is she your favorite?
Of course.
If you had to pick a favorite family member?
You're really asking for trouble here for me, aren't you?
No one watches no one watches my vlogs.
Word would get out if I'm sacrificing every famy member but
You don't
one.
have to it's not favorite or death.
If I had to choose.
Yeah. Let's spice up the vlog a little bit.
If
Pick
I
some
had
favorite family member.
If I had to bail somebody out of jail,
wait,
she would be the one I would.
that makes it worse.
That makes it worse, sorry.
Yeah, you're leaving everyone else in jail.
Marla's the best. She's always super
All
fun
I'm
to talk
saying
to.
is we had a great time. She's a lot of fun. And we haven't seen her in so long.
But it's been a long time.
It's been a very long time. It's been months and months and months. So
yeah.
Should I redo the whole beginning part of this
No,
vlog?
no.
Anyway, yeah, that's our new segment for the vlog. Pick a favorite family member, or who would you like to sacrifice in your family?
It's getting real.
Grant with his slick back do.
I'm trying to work on it a little bit.
Scheming and scamming?
Scheming and scamming.
Grant, you need to share your hair routine. Everyone's been begging for it.
Get a little LA looks. Squirt, squirt. Off to the racetrack for a day of gambling.
That is, I mean, to me, slick back hair is scheming and scamming.
I just need a big cigar.
Where are we even going with this? We need to go.
We're on the road to nowhere.
So wait, where are we going?
Montgomery Street Antique Mall. And then there's another one. You want a big one.
Big one.
There's a big one kind of on the outskirts of town. Bring your pistol.
Cool, cool, cool. I'm sure there are plenty of great options in Dallas, but you know.
Fort Worth, why not?
When your driver is the mayor of Fort Worth, like you're gonna.
I get special treatment.
I need some. I'm so sorry about the beginning of this vlog. You gotta love a little Fort Worth taco action. I guess Grant has no comment on this situation, but before we run in and get some tacos, I have to tell you, we've been tested. My patience has been tested. It took us an extra hour before we could actually leave because our house is ruined. I don't know if I can ever feel like our house is clean again. I don't know if I can ever feel like I'm clean again. I don't think I can ever feel like Grant can be clean again.
You gotta torch it.
The house is not okay. Luna had an accident. We didn't realize she had an accident. She's actually really good. She doesn't have a lot of accidents. So we didn't realize, and Grant accidentally stepped in it. It was a number 2 situation. And then decided to go on a tour of the home before he realized it. And the dining room, kitchen, and living room were all involved, including 3 rugs, 3 different rugs. So we spent an hour cleaning and
it was bad.
We had to like pull out every single trick in the book. We even had to Google at one point. Like, it was a bad situation. I've never had to deal with a mess on that level. And I'm sure what you're thinking right now is like, how are these 2 people gonna have a baby? Because that gets messy. But I feel like we've just proved ourselves.
Yeah. Well, you don't usually track baby poop.
Yeah, you never step in baby. Maybe you do. I don't know. Don't tell me your stories. Prepare me. But that was disgusting. It was horrible. I don't feel like our house is ever gonna be the same. but we did our best with it.
See what happens.
There will be more cleaning today.
There will be more.
But we did all we could before we left. I feel disgusting about it.
No,
We got into the car, I felt like I could still smell it. Like I was on that level. Yeah. We're completely clean. There's no chance that I actually smell it. It's just like, it's just sticking with me, you know? Don't feel good about it. Gonna try to forget it. Try to get out of that moment. Be in Fort Worth for a minute.
Yeah.
It was definitely not a vloggable moment, but I still had to share in case, you know, there was really no reason to share it. It's just, it's something that affected me and I needed to tell somebody. I already told my mom though. I'm taking everybody down with me. And you said this one wasn't big? This one looks big. That could work here. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Vintage ornaments in the original boxes. Everyone's trying to talk about fall right now. All I want to talk about is Christmas. Grant found the boots that he needs in his life. The only drawback is they are far too small, so we're gonna have to cut off some toes tonight. We kind of struck out at the last place. We only found one thing we liked and we have no room in our house for it, and it's actually a pretty much non-functional thing. Of course, that's the one thing that I like. And then we're on to the next place. I don't have high hopes, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Except look at these little kids' clothes. I like this. Look at this, Grant. What? Grant has been binging.
Why are you exposing me like that?
Grant has been
binging
like Disney cruise content, mainly Michael K, actually exclusively Michael K. It's a channel I would never think that Grant was gonna be into. It's just raw enthusiasm and Disney excitement. Grant, not the most enthusiastic person. He's got feelings, he's got thoughts and opinions, but he's not an outwardly enthusiastic, no one is like him. That's true. But I would have never seen the match. Oh, but the match has been made in heaven. He's been watching these Disney cruise vlogs. He tries to get me to watch the Disney cruise vlogs because there's like 100 of them or something. I am 100% down for Michael K. I love his excitement. I love his whole attitude, but I just never saw this being a thing. He was watching him during lunch and he's just like, it's just so relaxing. He's deep in it, y'all.
I would love to be on the high seas right now. Just on some Caribbean islands. That sounds perfect.
By the way, we're not going on a cruise. We're not considering going on a cruise right now, but
can't go on a cruise,
this is kind of like torture, watching cruise stuff when we cannot do a cruise right now, not even a little bit.
It's not torture, but it is something that now is the time to start planning.
Oh gosh.
Back on the boat, baby.
Okay. Earlier I came down here and Grant was in Michael K vlog mode and he was narrating my existence like Michael K, and I'm so sad. I'm so sorry to you guys that I did not capture that moment for you because it was magical.
Just a magical experience here at the house today. We are cruising around, a little bit gloomy out, but still hot, still tasty. Amazing experiences going forward. The experiences can only get better than they are right now.
Oh my gosh, he's hilarious. I mean, if you like Disney content, I'm sure you've heard of him.
He's a pure soul.
He is a pure soul. That is the perfect way to put it.
From 6 a.m. when he's up on the boat helping them swab the decks until like the last show of the night, he's at 11. And that's great.
I love this transformation. This is the transformation we were all waiting for, anticipating, and it's come full circle, I feel.
It's the circle of life.
Okay, anyway, I didn't even say it's Sunday. I'm just about to do a slow cooker recipe. I'm sorry, this is the worst lighting of all time. I'm sorry, I just completely fell off with vlogging yesterday. When we got home last night, I was just dead tired. I just did not have it in me to even turn on the camera, and I wanted to go to bed at 8 o'clock, but we had plans to go and meet up with some new friends at this outdoor place that we really love, and so we ended up doing that, and I got a second wind, thankfully, but I don't know, I didn't vlog anything. But I'm back today. We didn't end up getting anything from any of those antique shops, but last weekend in the last vlog, I actually did get some stuff from that antique store, and I didn't end up showing you. I completely forgot to show you guys what I got there, so I'll show you that. And then also today, I want to make some time to sit down and talk to you guys about the IVF situation. We've been talking to the doctor and making plans about going forward and figuring out what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do things differently to hopefully be more successful with the next stimulation and egg retrieval. And we have a really big decision, and we've been thinking about this, talking about this for over a week now, and I feel like we've arrived at a decision, but I don't know, it's kind of a complicated thing, so I want to take some time to talk to you guys about that. But first, we got to do this recipe because it has to cook for 6 hours, and we're just gonna have to leave old Granty.
Old
Granty with his
just put my blanket
favorite
on.
guy,
Old Granty.
Michael K.
Oh, my hips. My bursitis is flaring.
Your what?
My bursitis.
We don't know.
You don't know. You haven't gotten to that age. You're just a wee babe.
Luna likes couch days.
Yeah. Couch weather? It's weird
It
weather
is couch
today.
weather.
Hot and muggy and cloudy
It's
and
disgusting
rainy.
outside. Even more so than it's been in the last couple of days where it's like over 100 degrees. Not going outside today. And the reason why I'm like kind of done up or whatever, so I was done up yesterday too, is because I'm working on a makeup video, a foundation video, and I almost feel like so far it's been unfair to review this makeup in this weather. So today I'm giving it more of a fair shot by not going into basically a punishing environment with it on my face. Anyway, I have to get to cooking, like I said. Okay, so like I said, I got this recipe from you guys from the comments of the last vlog. This one is from Catherine, and it is the healthy slow cooker butter chicken. I've never made anything like this before. I really hope it turns out. It sounds really yummy, and it also seems very, very, very easy. I did have to get some extra ingredients to make this one happen, but it was all just at the grocery store. It wasn't hard or anything. I need to get my chicken, but other than that, I've got all of my ingredients here. We've got a bunch of spices out and tomato paste and coconut milk, and I'm kind of cheating and I'm using this Costco garlic rather than using fresh garlic because I think it's like 9 cloves in the recipe. Okay, so I really should have used the Instant Pot with the slow cooker function for this recipe, but I didn't. I skipped a step in there. Hopefully it still works out. It is looking good and it's already smelling really, really good. And for this one, it actually doesn't take that long. We're gonna cook it on low for 5 hours. Okay, anyway, let's talk about things. Okay, so the first thing I want to bring up, which this is something I think I would normally do at the end of the vlog, but I know everybody doesn't make it through to the end of the vlog. I know sometimes my vlogs are really long and we've all got lives. That's totally okay. But I wanted to say thank you to you guys for the comments on last week's videos. I published 3 different videos, 2 vlogs, and 1 regular Thursday video. The Thursday video was a sit down advice video. In case you didn't see it, I asked on my Instagram story for people to send in questions for me to give them advice. I've done these kind of videos before where it's just relationship advice, but I did all kinds of advice this time, and the comments on this video are so interesting. I have not stopped checking multiple times a day, reading y'all's comments, because people are sharing such interesting stories, such interesting perspectives to try to help out giving advice to the people that wrote in. We talked about obviously relationship stuff. We talked about a marriage growing apart politically, which has definitely been one of the most interesting topics to me. We talked about a mom that was struggling with the father of her child. We talked about COVID wedding drama, just like all kinds of stuff. And so many people have chimed in. That's exactly what I wanted. I love making those videos so much. You have no idea. I know I've only made a couple of them, but part of that is because I don't know if it's just that I love making those videos or if you guys also like them. Anyway, so there's that video, and then on vlog number 1 that went on Tuesday, I know I'm going out of order, you guys gave me such good advice on where to put my plant. Thank you so much. It's been a little bit hard to decipher if you guys really wanted it in the little awkward nook or you want it in the bedroom. I'm kind of thinking that you guys are saying the bedroom more than anything. And then on Wednesday, you guys just sent me such sweet comments. I did an unboxing of subscriber mail, and so many of you guys came up to just like show love and support, and I just appreciate that so much. And it was a 3 video week, so it was a lot of comments, but I feel like it was such a special week of comments, especially, and I always treasure comments, but especially last week, you know what I mean? So I wanted to say thank you for that now and not wait till the end of the video, just to make sure that most of you guys hear me. Okay, and the other thing that I want to talk about right now is IVF. The IVF decision that we have on the horizon very, very soon, actually. So as you guys know, we did a stimulation and we got 1 embryo, and then we have to do, you know, a washout month. And that's what this last month has been for us, where it's just letting my body rest, letting me return to normal, and, you know, just let my ovaries feel better before doing anything else to them. And after doing the last stimulation and retrieval, we decided to do another stimulation and retrieval. So we talked to the doctor, and obviously we want to do some things different than we did last time, just to hopefully get more than 1 embryo this next time. And we had a long discussion with our doctor after she talked to several different doctors to kind of go over my case, go over everything that happened with me, just because so many unexpected things happened throughout the process that she just wanted to make sure that all the things that she was thinking about recommending, you know, it was in line with other people that do the same thing. And she came up with a good plan for us. And I also brought up that I would really like to avoid doing birth control, like the prep month with birth control before we do the next stimulation, because for me, that was the worst part. I just don't respond well to birth control at all. It really affects me emotionally and mentally. What I like to say is it sucks my soul out. It makes me just depressed and irritable, and it's hard for me to explain the way it makes me feel, but I do think it is a common thing for birth control to affect women like that. And for a lot of women, it's perfectly fine. They can be on it for a million years and they're great. But for me, it's just always been a struggle. I've talked to you guys about that in the past. And then when I just went through it and had a month on the pill, it was hard and it was really bad. And just the idea of being able to do IVF without the birth control, even though it does have a good number of benefits, it gave me so much more hope and so much more motivation and strength to know that I can do this again, because that was just the hardest part. I mean, doing the shots, I can do it. Dealing with the bloating, the swelling, the irritation, just like all the appointments, all of those factors that can be tough and challenging, I can deal with. And I was ready to sign up and do it the next week after we did it. Like, I was gung-ho, if you remember that video. But the idea of doing birth control, that was the speed bump for me. So we brought that up with her, and she did have hesitations about it, just because there are a good number of benefits that go along with doing the birth control prep month. And that's discouraging, that's scary, because you don't want to do something against what your doctor recommends. You know, it's just obviously not a good idea. I do not think that I know more than a fertility doctor, obviously. So we talked about that, and she said that one of the benefits that is especially good for me is with birth control, it can decrease your chances of hyperstimulation, which was a big concern for me. So just to summarize everything, I didn't want to do birth control, but I definitely wanted to do another stimulation and retrieval. And I wanted to do anything that I could to avoid the birth control path. And she didn't love that idea. And we came down to 2 different roads that we can take. Number 1, we can do the traditional regular IVF with the little tweaks that she's gonna add in, including the birth control prep month, but she would try to decrease the time I was actually doing the birth control, and we would try NuvaRing, which is a birth control that I've actually never tried before. And so I'm not sure what my response would be. I think, you know, generally with most of the birth controls that I've tried in the past, I've had negative side effects. So it's hard for me to think, oh, it's just gonna be totally different. But it is a different form of birth control, and it's more localized. So maybe I would have a better reaction. And so there's that option, full IVF with the NuvaRing, or I could do something called a mini IVF, which is basically a smaller stimulation. There are less side effects and way less chance of you getting a hyperstimulation, but understandably with that also comes less results, so less eggs retrieved and obviously less embryos. So those are our 2 options. It's been a really difficult decision for us to make, and we've gone back and forth 100 times, both of us. Neither of us have felt like it has to be this way or it has to be this way. But ultimately, I feel like what we've landed on, which we haven't pulled the trigger on it, so it's not set in stone. I think that we're gonna go with the full IVF with the NuvaRing, and I'm scared, I'm worried, I'm nervous for the side effects, but if we can, in fact, shorten the time that I'm actually on it, I think she said down to like 2.5 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. It just sounds more doable, and I'm just hoping for the best that I won't have the same kind of side effects, because it really is just detrimental to my life as a whole. But ultimately, I just feel like this is one of those challenges that I will look back on and just say, I did this for a reason and it was worth it, and I'm proud of myself, and I love my baby and I love my family, and it was absolutely worth it, because I know that's how moms feel. And I don't think I will look back and you know, regret doing it, even if it is really hard. And you know, I will bounce back, you know what I mean? But it's just, I thought there was a way out. I thought there was a way around it. It's really hard for me to choose that, knowing that it's just gonna be another month of kind of feeling like I'm not doing anything. But the birth control is doing something. It is prepping my body to be ready to take on that stimulation, and it's calming everything down. I know if you've never heard about IVF and you don't know very many details about it, it sounds so counterproductive to be on birth control where you're trying to get pregnant. That sounds crazy, but it is a very useful part of the process. I see the benefits of it. I just thought if there's a way that I can work around it, I would love to do that, because the side effects for me were so bad last time, and I just wanted an easier way around it. But ultimately, like I said, I feel like we've decided we're gonna do the NuvaRing and the full IVF. And so, you know, the timeline is the timeline. We cannot argue with the timeline. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. But I feel like this is the route that we need to take to help us feel like we are doing everything that we can to make this happen. And doing it in, I don't know, the most efficient way. Okay, my camera just died on me mid-sentence. Of course it did. Basically, the plan right now is with this new cycle that is starting very soon. It's a little MIA right now. I'm not really sure what's going on there. I guess, you know, my hormones and everything is just kind of thrown off from everything that I did the previous month. So the cycle is a little weird, and I'm probably gonna call the doctor tomorrow to see what's up with that. But with this new cycle, I'm most likely, it's still hard for me to truly commit to it, but we're gonna be trying NuvaRing. I'm gonna be trying NuvaRing. Not looking forward to it. If you guys have experience with it, let me know. But you know, obviously everybody's body is different, and my body could, you know, respond completely different to yours. But you know, if you guys want to tell me what your experience was with NuvaRing versus, you know, the traditional pill, you can let me know how it went for you. I don't really want to hear horror stories. I'm very nervous about that, but I don't know. I always like hearing from you guys and hearing what you guys have been through, because there's nothing more valuable than that. I mean, you can hear a doctor talk to you all day, but I like to hear from real people that have really been through it. That's what's going on with us. I am so excited to get started on a new cycle, on really just the stimulation part. I really want to get back into that. I really want to do another egg retrieval. We were talking about this last night late. We were talking about, you know, having a family, having kids, you know, how much we want that. And, you know, obviously we've never been through it before, but all of the changes that will come and how different our lives will be. And, you know, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be challenging. It's gonna be something unlike anything we've ever done before. But we're both excited to embrace those changes and take on those challenges and live through those hard moments, or hard years, really, when you have a baby. I mean, I don't know, I like watch people on YouTube and, you know, of course, know people that have had babies, and I don't think you really know until it's firsthand, of course, but I know it's hard. I know it's very hard, and everything we're going through right now is hard, but I know it's nothing compared to actually being pregnant and having a baby, having a tiny baby. But I do think that it's gonna be so rewarding, and everything we're doing right now is gonna be worth it, and we're not gonna regret a second of it once we do, you know, get to grow our family and have a baby. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this too long already. I appreciate your support so much, even in the vlogs where I don't talk about IVF and I don't talk about, you know, the decisions we're making and the conversations that we have almost every day about IVF, about, you know, trying to have a baby and stuff. It's, you guys still comment, you know, that you're praying for us, that you support us, that you're still eating cookies for us, even when I'm not talking about it. And it means so much, because to me, that means that you guys know we're still in it. We're still very much thinking about this, you know, concerned about it. It just means a lot that someone's thinking about you even when you're not bringing it up, you know? And I don't want to bring it up all the time, and I also don't want to bring you guys down in any way, but that's what's up. I'm excited to move forward. I'm excited that we've made a decision, because it was a hard decision to make, but that's what we're gonna do. Okay, and now for a much more lighthearted update. Look at my bromeliad pups. They just grow so fast. It is so satisfying. I just shared some happy plant news, and now we've got trouble. We've got trouble right here in River City. I've been noticing here and there a couple little tiny baby snails. I don't know if it even wants to focus. They're so tiny baby, but do you see those two little guys making their way downtown, up the side of the planter, and I'm sure right into this soil right here to hurt my cactus, or at least that's what I read online, because honestly, I don't know much about snails at all. So once again, I come to you and ask, do you have any tips for me? Well, actually, let's take a second and appreciate how huge these guys are compared to where they were. I'm gonna have to find a photo for you to show you how much they've changed and progressed since I planted them in these planters. Okay, I think something is happening in here that I wanna be involved in.
You want to be involved in it?
Grant had a little pile of boxes and packages over here for, I don't know, the past week or so, and it's not really a very Grant thing to do. That's a me thing to do. And I think a fashion show is underway. A lot of times I document these on my story, or at least a little bit.
Fashion show, fashion show.
So what did you get here?
I got some golf clothes, because I'm a golfer now. Professional.
Great.
Going on tour. This is a golf belt.
Why is it a golf belt?
It has
What makes it a golf belt?
It has
A blade?
a bottle opener.
Oh,
And you can fix your divots.
interesting.
It's like Batman.
Oh, that's really cute.
Batman. So the shirt and the belt and this hat are from William Murray Golf, who some people would better know as Bill Murray. He has his own
Okay.
golf brand.
Some would know better as What About Bob?
What about
Luna is in it with this fashion show.
you love fashion and everything golf, Lou?
Oh, hello. My grandpa used to wear hats like that all the time,
Isn't
and
this
I
neat?
have a real soft spot for him. Strike up a oh. We love that. All right, outfit 2 came on without warning. I didn't realize we were moving on, but here we are. And these pants are really the only thing that changed. He told me they're actually supposed to be cooler than shorts,
Way cooler.
as in temperature wise, because I was like, why on earth would you buy
And
pants
style-wise,
in this
too,
weather?
obviously.
And they are like full of holes. It's very interesting material. You can't really see,
Yeah, unless you
With a
get really
camera.
up close.
but you can see light coming through. And we think maybe wrong size, but interesting concept. All right, this one looks like golf to me.
Golf guy, golf world, doing golf things.
Where did this come from?
This is Amazon.
Amazon. Grant just made another sudden change. He's trying to illustrate to me why button-ups are better than polos, and he loves these pants. Apparently those are just Amazon essentials. I think I do agree with you, but also that might just be a better shirt. The other one didn't fit you so well. It looked a little big. That looks like it fits you perfectly. Like maybe this brand
Yeah.
might be made for you. It looks really good. I like the sleeve length.
I know, it's like a little bit.
It looks good. Hello, what? Where this is taking a turn.
Shut off the camera.
Wow, another successful fashion show by Grant Roney. These come, you never know when they're going to be scheduled, if he's going to invite you. You know, Luna and I just happen to be on the list this time. Usually we're not. We just have to be in the right place at the right time.
They had one shirt that
You look slick right now. I need to take a picture of you so you can see. All right, time to eat. Okay, so I just plated up some cauliflower rice for us. And let's see how this looks, because it smells amazing. Obviously, this would probably be a lot better over real rice, but we're still trying to do what we can when we can to stay more on the low carb side, even though we've been cheating a lot lately.
That's really good.
You like it? It's really, really, really hot.
Good recipe.
I'm happy with this. I really almost just gave myself a heart attack. I've got my pajamas on. I'm ready to take off my jewelry, wash my face, and get in bed because I'm just so tired right now. And I was seconds away from turning on the water and washing my face, washing my makeup off, and I realized I'm still recording a makeup video. And the very last clip, like the final thoughts, I'm supposed to record tonight, and I completely forgot. So I got a couple extra hours of the foundation in, but I just ran upstairs and recorded that last clip. I'm so glad I remembered. I would have felt like such an idiot and have to redo it tomorrow. So glad that didn't happen. But like I said, I'm about to go to bed. I really appreciate you guys being here. I'm like, still breathing hard from running upstairs and running downstairs. Definitely subscribe to come back and see the new vlogs every week. I don't usually say that, but you should do it. Thanks, I love you, bye.